is for flipped learning, the alphabet of application. Hello, my name's Elaine, and in this video today I'm going to be telling you a little bit about flipped learning, what it is, and some of the tools that you can actually use to complete flipped learning, such as TED lessons, the PowerPoint recorder that I'm using now, Microsoft Stream, NearPod and Microsoft Teams. So what is flipped learning? Well, it's not just learning with Flipgrid, but it's actually a concept in which you flip your classroom. So rather than being the sage on the stage and delivering all of the theory to your students while they sit and listen, writing notes, and then they go away to apply that knowledge on their own, you actually, with a flipped model, give them the theory in advance and allow them to work on that themselves. And then they come to you and they work on the actual application of those skills in the class. So what tools do you need to create your flipped classroom? So there's a whole range of sources of content that you'll need to bring in, and if you're creating these yourself, you'll need content creation tools. You'll also need somewhere where you can host the content that you're going to make available to your students, and ideally you'll have some kind of learner management or tracking system that enables you to report back on your students. As with any lesson, you need something that will perform assessment in there as well. And it's really key with a flipped learning model that you've got a good route of communication with your students. So one of the first tools we'll look at is how you can bring content into your flipped learning lessons. And you can do this with TED lessons. So TED lessons start from a video and then pose the following questions: watch, think and discuss, which you can then pose the questions to your students. You're able to add in questions and discussion prompts, and then you can actually link off to further activities from your TED. So we're here on the TED website, and you can actually discover other people's lessons that have already been created to use yourself. I'm just going to pop and have a look at a lesson that I've created for a flipped classroom, and if we click on it, that's going to actually load that lesson here. So this is what a TED lesson would look like, and when you start to create one, it asks you to select a video to start off that topic. The students are then prompted to watch the video and then think and answer a couple of questions relating to that video. You can put in a discussion that students can then respond to, and then finally we've linked off to another task at the end. To create your own content, you can always use PowerPoint Recorder, as I've done today. PowerPoint Recorder is included in the Microsoft 365 or Office 29 versions of Office, and you're able to use the screen record, digital linking with audio and video. One of the great things you can do with PowerPoint Recorder is once you've finished your recording, you can export that then to video or to Microsoft Stream. Okay, so here we are in a PowerPoint, and the PowerPoint recording ribbon should be displayed at the top. If it's not, you can just simply go onto File and Options and then go to Customize Ribbon, and you'll see the recording ribbon here. Once you've got the recording ribbon showing, you can go to the Record Slideshow option over here, and you can choose to record from the beginning or from the current slide. Once the PowerPoint recorder loads, you'll see the content in the main window, and you'll also see your camera preview if you've got that turned on. You can turn your camera off, or you can have your camera on, and if the preview actually distracts you, you can turn the preview off but still have your camera on the slide, and this will turn your microphone on or off. You can view your notes if you've got any notes on the slide, and you can also clear any recordings that you've put onto the slide and customize the settings for your recording and your camera. When you're ready, you can simply press the record button, and down the bottom here you'll see are the annotation tools that you can use whilst you're recording. So I'll press record now, and you'll see the timer gives you a countdown to when it's going to be recording, and now we can actually use the digital link whilst we're talking, whilst we're delivering our session. You can then pause the recording, and that's going to pause the recording on this slide. You can carry on afterwards. You can also stop the recording, and that's going to insert the recording onto the slide. If you want to record more, you can simply advance to the next slide and then start your recording again. One hosting site that's actually built directly into Office 365 is Microsoft Stream. Microsoft Stream allows you to record video straight into it from Teams, but it'll also allow you to upload videos. It's really secure as it's only available internally in your organisation, and you can actually use the Stream screen recorder to record videos up to 15 minutes in length. So here we are in Stream, and there's a whole range of different features about Stream that I won't cover. You can upload your content from the Create menu, and you'll see that's where you've got your record screen or video option as well. This is a video that was made with PowerPoint Recorder, or Office Mix as it was then 4 years ago, but this just shows you how this would work once it's uploaded. You'll have all seen this through Teach. And you can also see down the side there's a transcript. Now this is one of the great things with Stream, it will automatically add a transcript for added accessibility in your online lessons. So for assessment I've chosen to use NearPod, and NearPod's a great tool because it allows you to actually put together a lesson that you can then share with your students. You can add in your own content, a bit like a PowerPoint slide with videos, text and images, and you're also able to insert interactive slides for assessment of learning. Best of all, you can get a report back on student progress. So here we are in NearPod, and you can quickly and easily create your NearPod lessons via the Create menu once you've signed in. Here is one that I created earlier, and if we click on the preview to have a look at the lesson, you'll see what's been set up in the lesson. So it is a bit like a PowerPoint, but you actually can run it in different modes. So I'm using the student pace mode for flipped learning. Obviously, if you was running it in a class, you could use this for live participation as well. This task has got a video in it, and then it's got a quiz that the students can complete, and then it's got a range of tasks that they can complete. One of the great things about NearPod is you can embed a ton of different content in it, up to and including web pages and even Flipgrid tasks. So the final tool we're going to look at is the communication tool, Microsoft Teams. Once you've put all your content together and built all of your online lessons, you need to make sure your students know about them to complete them. There's a variety of different ways you can do this. You can add the content into tabs in channels, you can post it out into an announcement in the team, or you could even set up an assignment for the students to complete. One of the great things is that Teams then provides peer support as well as the tutor support, and the teacher can always keep on track of who's submitted their assignments. So the final part of the jigsaw is to communicate your tasks out to students, and Microsoft Teams provides a great way to do that. You'll see here I've posted an announcement letting the students know what they need to do and when they need to complete it by, and I've also provided a link to the activity, the TED lesson, straight from the Teams announcement. I've also created the assignment so that students can submit their Flipgrid links back to the video when they've actually completed the task. The links to the TED lesson and the NearPod are also provided on the assignment, so students have easy access to them at all times. Your students can then also post within the channel in the team if they're having any problems on that particular work. So I hope you found that useful. Flipped learning can be a great time saver as it enables you to create content that you can use time and time again. The tools that we've looked at in this video were TED lessons, PowerPoint Recorder, Stream, NearPod and Microsoft Teams. Hope you found this useful. See you again soon.